Alright guys, welcome to Ghost Recon Wildlands. I'm gonna be trying to add a lot more Tom Clancy content to the channel because I know that
Time to earn your pay,
uh
people.
I'm
Put on
pretty
your
sure
game
probably
faces.
2025 at the latest the game X Defiant by Ubisoft will be dropping, and that is a game that is a conglomerate of Tom Clancy of different
End of the
Tom
day,
Clancy
this is a
content.
revenge mission.
So I want to add that backlog of Tom Clancy content
We
to
need to
my
focus and
channel,
get this done
as
cleanly.
I have been a Tom Clancy fan for the longest time. I used to play Future Soldier. I've replayed uh, Rainbow Six Vegas and Vegas 2 multiple times. But as a younger dude, of course, I obviously didn't know Tom Clancy was a writer until possibly like 2012, which is a little embarrassing to admit since I actually, as a kid, I wanted to be a writer. The fact that I didn't recognize the name is a little bash on my record, but I love the customization of this game. Did originally buy it when it first came out, but I never beat the story. So a lot of this will be new experiences for me. I'm going to be doing a lot of customization since there
Frag
are
out.
lots of guns, lots of different equipment, lots of different skills. I'm going to be doing a lot of different side. I'm going to be posting a lot of the side missions as well because there are certain guns that you get from being a Ubisoft Connect member, which I am and have been for a while. Uh, that you did there are Ubisoft Connect weapons that you can't edit in the gunsmith. So they're weapons that kind of come in a skin a
Doors
certain
up.
way with certain attachments on them, and I can't change them. But I'm gonna be using those because a lot of those don't come with
Spotted another
suppressors. I'm gonna
tango.
be using those for a lot of the side missions or the missions where I can basically play loud rather than play stealthy.
Tango number three.
For most of the stealthy stuff, I'll most likely be
Got
using
eyes on the
some of the
target.
base
Let's move.
guns. And if you continually, and I hate to say it like this, but if you always flick your eyes to my bottom left corner while I'm playing this game, you'll be able to see the different guns. I'll make sure to consistently put the different guns that I'm using in each video, or basically the I'll make sure to put the different loadouts at the front of the videos whenever I change them. And if not, make sure to remind me or whatever. I can't, it's going to be hard as I try to do these in kind of like batch form because I am going to be recording these in batch form. So, if I forget to
Don't
add
mess
it
with the
in
target.
there, make sure to
Switch to
tell me.
suppressors.
I do always make sure to like look through my edits. So if I see that I changed it in editing, I might go back, open the game back up, and put it in there. So, again, if you don't see it, make sure to drop a comment and be like, hey, what guns are you using, so on and so forth, or hey, you didn't show us the attachments. I'm going to be changing up the paints and everything. I'm going to be making sure that oh, this is a different gun. This gun isn't that gun. This is customized that way. Um, I kind of wish you could customize your team. I kind of wish you could customize your team, or I can get us all in like a certain set of gear. That would be kind of cool. As you kind of saw from the last video, there are specific skins
Spotted one with
that
submachine
come
guns.
from just Ubisoft games. The Enzio skin, the Dying Earth skin. There's some Division gear, some Ghost Recon Future Soldier gear. So I'm gonna definitely be trying to use all of that. Um, I'm probably gonna mix it in. I do like the way that my character is set up with the hoodie and the skull face paint. I also gave him a cut over his eye just because I like the whole battle scarred like Grim Reaper look. I've always have. I've always thought it was kind of cool. So that's probably going to be the main. A lot of the stuff I'm going to be showing off probably won't be face masks. Of course, there are some very cool half masks and ballistic masks, and I'm probably going to show those off uh, as I work through this. I believe there are also different maps, or there are different costumes for characters like Hibana and things like that, because I believe there was some DLC in this from Rainbow Six. Um, so as I do all of that, and as I go through this game, there's going to be a lot of customization changes. There's going to be lots of funny humor. There's going to be lots of fail clips. I'm gonna make sure that this is probably a very enjoyable experience. Of course, these are probably gonna be some of the longer videos on the channel based on the fact that I do try to keep my Rainbow Six Extraction content down to under 10 minutes. This is going to be, some longer videos just because these missions do take a while. And of course, I could cut out prep and a lot of I could cut out prep and a lot of the, like, I guess extra shooting and just literally clip all the kind of cool highlights together. But I would rather not sully the experience by, cutting out things that I feel like are cool. The sync shots, the preparation, the amount of people that are in each area. Um, I did botch this because I panicked. So I ended up punching the objective here and completely failing the mission, which is absolutely hilarious, by the way. I do like their little their mission failed screen is kind of funny because it kind of does the whole little tactical pullout, which is very interesting. But I made sure after that to not really panic as much since I did know what I was. Since I did kind of get that feel back for the game after that first failed mission, I kind of moved a little smoother. I love that you can kind of run, crouch, run, and it doesn't really. It's not super extreme with how aware they are. Like these guys are still kind of sitting here, even though I kind of ran that little
Moving to
like
position.
maybe 40-yard sprint. I'm probably gonna
Say
be
the
using
word.
the pistol a lot for these, just in the event that I end up pulling out some of those guns that aren't suppressed, that I get from the Ubisoft that I got from Ubisoft Connect or possibly from missions, because do believe you get weapons specifically from missions.
Tango is fucking down.
And as I do that, as I use each and every weapon, it's gonna be interesting. There I think they give you like a specific like a little marksman pistol that I got from Ubisoft Connect. Like, there's a whole lot of different things that are in this game, and the map is gigantic. I will probably show off the map in a later video, or possibly even the next video, but the map is expansive, so this is obviously going to be a longer series. I'm probably not going to really dedicate myself to this just because it is kind of an older game, so a lot of people have seen it. But it's going to be mixed in with a lot of other stuff. I'm going to be making
Yo,
siege
cartel gunman.
videos
Up in the watchtower.
just so that there's like a mix up of content and I don't really burn myself out on Rainbow Six Extraction. There's going to be it's going to be Wildlands, it's going to be Siege, it's going to be Extraction on the channel. Mostly Extraction for the most part, just because it is the newest game with the freshest content and the freshest face. I mean, Rainbow Six Siege has new content that I probably haven't seen yet, and obviously because we are in year 7, and I do believe I stopped playing Rainbow Six sometime in year 4.
Silencio, marche.
Okay, we're still alright.
Here's the deal, asshole. You answer my questions, or I put a bullet in your gut and leave you to die in your own shit. ¿Lo entiendes?
Chill the fuck out, cabron. What do you want?
Amaru, where can I find him?
You serious? That's what this is about? Sure thing. He's at Atoya Farm. Go on. Then you can see what we do to people who fuck with us. People like you.
I love that gun butt. That gun
We
butt
could
is
get
so
this done in a
amazing. But
hurry.
I will obviously
Amaru's an
be
old man. He's not
doing
gonna
my
last
post
long.
commentaries
Shit,
around
if they've been working on him for a
the
while, there's a good chance he's
different
already dead.
phrases and
Maybe,
around
maybe
the
not.
different
Monroe was
commentary
a
in
major player
game.
in the rebel movement.
And obviously, I'll be trying
Cartel
to make
won't
sure
keep him
that
alive as long as he can.
the commentary in game can be heard, because I don't want to block that out. I don't want to be self-centered and just have my voice over gameplay. Um, I do want you guys to somewhat enjoy this story with me, but I will be cutting out a lot of the excess stuff.
Tango
So
marked.
basically, a
Somewhere
lot of the
close to
driving,
civilians.
because this map is gigantic. A lot of the flying, but I'll make sure to leave in the cinematics.
That
I'll
makes
make sure to
5.
leave in some of the prep if it's not too much. I'm gonna leave in some of the deaths if that doesn't become too many, because I am trying to really be tactical with this, and every now and again I get a little trigger happy, so I might go into a mission not fully prepped out, and
Coming up on
you
Atoya
know
Farm.
end up
Remember,
fighting
below me,
20
Sicarios are
enemies, just
ex-military.
me
I'd be your
and
target.
just me,
If
an
Amaru
assault
gets killed
rifle,
by a
and my
stray
team
round,
basically.
Operation
So
Killslayer will be dead in the water before it even
I do
starts.
love the
Let's
different
go.
ways that you can do this. I love that when you aim down sight, you can actually change the firing mode and take the
I'm moving to
suppressor off.
position.
It's very cool. I love the way that this game
Ready to
kind of
fire.
plays out, like
Launch for
mechanically. The
civilians. We
mechanics
want to
of it
kill
is
somebody from the sky.
so amazing. The graphics are great. Even though I believe this game came out in like 2014, so I I think possibly I believe it's 2014. I'm sorry, I stand corrected.
Assholes
It was
moving here. Stay quiet.
2017. It was March of 2017. I just googled it right now. Um, but yeah, even for a game that's a couple years old, it's actually very solid graphically. The amount of different customizable things is very amazing. Um,
Fuck, they're coming.
I
Opening
think it
fire.
has a mass assortment of guns and
Get to
a,
cover.
a good
Move quickly.
variety too. So it's not like all guns you'd normally see. It's not even guns you'd see commonly in a lot of
Got another. Let's
SPSs. It's a
fly.
lot of different guns. I believe when you start off, you have an MP5 SMG as your secondary. You have, um, I don't know what a P4 is, but I believe a lot of these guns are like actual military grade weapons
Are you Amaru?
What's left of him anyway?
Come on, we're getting you out of here.
because I know Ubisoft does a lot of research and study into
There's a
the
weapons case
actual
over here.
feelings and like stories of
I've been
military
wanting one of
vets,
these.
the actual gun research. I believe they do a lot of actual gun scans for a lot of these games.
Are you hurt? Santa Blanca is not the most gracious of hosts. These Aucas, these demons, they had questioning me. Let us say, their talk of love was enough to make me vomit. But their methods were not...
Were their names Yuri and Polito?
See, Yuri Polito.
These are the fucks that tortured Ricky Sandoval while Sueño questioned him. I want them bad.
We only saw run-of-the-mill Sicarios when we freed Amaru.
But I haven't seen Yuri and Polito in at least 3 days, maybe 4. I don't know where they are now.
We need more intel.
We'll search every village and camp until we find something.
Somebody's gotta know something. Gather documents, hack computers, interrogate hostile lieutenants, talk to civvies, whatever it takes.
We'll turn over every rock.
And with that, I will catch you guys in the next one. It's been AP Experiment.